This is a very clean 1972 Chevy Chevelle Malibu, powered by a 350 2-barrel V8 engine. I did check the numbers. It is not the original engine. The VIN number on the block does not match the VIN on the car. So at one point the 350 has been changed. Judging and looking at the car, looking at the motor, it appears all original, but it is not the original motor anymore. I purchased this car approximately 4 years ago out in western Nebraska, where that family has owned it for a couple different generations. So it's an awesome car, very, very nice, well taken care of, 72 Malibu 350. It's got just over 99,000 original miles. I sold it to a guy about 4 years ago and just took it back in on trade. Just a fantastic running and driving turnkey car. As far as the color and stuff goes on it, I'm guessing, according to the previous owner, the car's been repainted back in the 90s, back the original color. The original paint's still in the door jambs. Paint has a great shine. It does have a few little scuffs, a couple scratches, tiny door dings, stuff like that, just from being 20-30 years old, but still shines up well and is a super straight original body. If you go to our website, coyoteclassisc.com, you're going to see just how solid and original the floor pans are. Also, take a look at the trunk pictures. There's absolutely no rust in the trunk. Still has its original spare, jack, original speckling still in the trunk, and the trunk is just immaculate. So very, very nice, solid Malibu. Original color combination, originally white painted top, gold exterior, and that's exactly how it came from the factory. Still supports its original rims. It's got like new tires, white walls. Just a great car, and like I put on the website description, it's a great car just to leave the way it is. Or if a guy wants to make a Chevelle Super Sport clone, it's got a super nice body, almost perfect original interior, and it drives great. So it wouldn't take much to do a color change and a cowl hood and stuff if you wanted to. As we look under the hood, the fan shroud and stuff's absolutely perfect. Still has this factory emission control stickers. Inner fender paint is all original. Does have power steering, power brakes, original manifolds, carburetor and air breather and stuff's all stock. Bottom of the hood's all painted. That looks good as well. Just a really nice, clean, original engine compartment. As I mentioned, the hood does, or the paint does show some wear and tear and spots, but it does have an awesome shine. Hood gaps are great on it all the way around. Hood lines up beautifully to the top of the fenders. As we look at the bumpers on it, bumpers could be original, but they're in great shape, just fantastic condition still. The grill looks excellent, except for we do have a little spot that was chipped and glued right here, one on each side in this area. Other than that, the stainless and stuff looks great on the grill, looks excellent around the headlights. So come around to the fender. I don't see any hail damage or any dings or anything like that on the hood. We have a couple scratches that were touched up right along here, this area. Still has its door edge trim guard on it. They never removed that. It's got the wheel well trim, rocker molding. That all looks original and in good shape. No bubbles or blisters in the front of the door or the lower fender. That's excellent. Behind the back part of the door, there's no bubbles or blisters there. We do have a couple little paint chips right here that have been touched up, and the one that hasn't been, or actually that's just a little buffing compound right there. But there's two little paint chips that have been touched up. There's a couple more up here right on the edge guard. No bubbles or blisters in front of the rear wheel, nothing over the wheel, nothing behind the wheel. Very, very solid Malibu. I'm guessing, and we can double check, but I really think that it's original quarters and everything on the car. Just a very clean car. As we open the bottom of the doors here, look there, there's absolutely no rust. Now the interior is fantastic on the car. Original interior, if you look at our website, I listed the exact color on it. It's an off-white. It's not parchment. It's something else, kind of a light white. And door panels are excellent. Dash pad is perfect. I don't see no cracks there. All the plastic, the steering wheel, the paint on the dash, just a fantastic car. You can definitely tell it's 99,000 actual miles. We come in here and look at the original paint and the door jambs. That's fantastic still. Original carpet. You can just see that it's got enough wear back here, but that's 100% original carpet in it still. Seat covers are in great shape. It's got the factory GM seat belts. Dome light works. It does need a dome light cover. The headliner's in excellent shape. That's original. I don't see any stains, sags, tears. Visors look like new still. All the plastic trim, all this paintable trim and stuff is fantastic still. Yeah, you can tell. You can just see enough wear in that back seat on the floor. Looks like you must have had some mats in the front, but not in the back, because there's even a wear hole mark, just a little small one. If you can see it right here by my finger. Back door panels are excellent. Back shelf is excellent. It has the factory 1 speaker cut out there for the back shelf, which is kind of neat. I've never really seen that before. Back seats like new. Door panels are all like new. If you're looking for a nice original car, it's really hard to beat this 72 Malibu, guys. We look up and down the side. Still has single exhaust. Look up and down the side. The paint, you know, done in the 90s. It's not as clean and stuff as the ones today. It's not all been wet sanded and buffed. So it's got a little orange peel. It's been buffed but not wet sanded. But it looks just stock. It looks like it did back in 1972. It's not overly restored. It's just a nice quality older paint job that still looks good today, except for a few chips and stuff. Back bumper looks excellent. The lower valance looks good. The license plate bracket and stuff's all been painted well. If we look here, you can tell this car just hasn't been messed with. This trunk gap is perfect. Lines up excellent along the top of the rear quarter. Same thing over here. It's just a very true line on this 1972 Malibu. Really the color combination, I mean, that antique gold's a little different, or kind of an antique bronze, I should say. It's kind of a dark brown, greenish bronze, but that white painted top with the white walls and stuff really sets it off. Got all the vinyl top chrome. That's how it would have came with the white painted top. The paint on the top is excellent. Very, very nice, all buffed beautifully. As we look in the lower quarter panel in front of the wheel, no blisters, no bubbles in the door or lower fender either. So very, very clean original body, and this thing's been painted years and years ago. If you look in here, check that out. Original paint, gold paint still under that factory undercoating, guys. Original paint in here in this inner quarter drop down. No bubbles, no blisters, no rot. Same thing in here. If you're looking for a clean Chevelle, this is it. Tires are like new. That's another thing. If you want to give it just a little different look, you can put some torque thrust or some rally wheels, something like that. But this car's got the stock appearance look. If we go into this fender here, there's 5 little touch-ups right here, tiny little touch-ups where they're scratched. There's another one right here. I mean, they're all touched up. You can, if you look close enough, you can see it's a little lighter. No bubbles or blisters. Here's your door gap. Here's your back of the door gap. Open the door. There's no doubt in my mind that this is a 99,000 original mile car. Corners of the door is perfect on it. Still has our factory tire pressure and GM sticker. Door rubbers are original, I'm going to say, and very, very pliable still. Driver's side, door panel, armrest, everything is fantastic. Door jamb paint is super nice. No rips or tears that I can see, or seam splits anywhere in that driver's seat. We open that up, even look in the back. I mean, look how clean this is. I got the, I don't know if you noticed on the driver's side seat, we got the seat belt. The seat belt is buckled there just for the simple fact that the otherwise it goes off. The seat belt buzzer still works. AM Delco radio works. Heater fan works on all the speeds. Two-speed wipers work. Horn works, gas gauge works. Check out this, I don't know if you can see it very good, but check out this DAS instrumentation, how clean those bezels, and you probably won't be able to see it in the video here, but that the glass and the plastic and everything is just absolutely fantastic on it. Open up the glove box. Still have the has all of its factory paperwork. It's got a notice of mileage here. Yeah, it's got tons of stuff. The emission control system. I should look through all this. Engine starting procedure. It's got the seat belt deal that goes over the head, the visors. They kept all that information. Just tons of information here. The interior I'm going to give a 9.5 out of 10. I mean, for originality, it's excellent. Steering wheel is even perfect on it. This steering column paint is excellent. Transmission shift's beautiful. Nice and quiet down the road. Shocks all feel good. Front suspension and steering is super tight. When I had this on the hoist, it looked to me like the original rear coils in the back, and they even had the factory stickers with number 82 in them. They're all faded off, but the front suspension looked like they still had a lot of the original marks. It just looks like a stock car that's did a lot of sitting years ago. Speedometer works great, don't bounce around. Here's our brakes. Absolutely no pull left or right. Again, it is power steering, it does have power brakes. There's kind of just a little annoying, and I don't know what it is, I could hear it when you're doing the video. It's got just a little bit of a hum noise to it. I don't know if it's the alternator or what. We're gonna have the guys check that on the way back. That's the only thing I've noticed on it. Picks up speed well. It cruises down the road excellent. I mean, I wouldn't be afraid to jump in this and drive it anywhere you want to go. Really runs nice. It's nice and straight down the road. This is one quality Chevelle, guys. Really never been restored, cosmetically repainted. Other than that, pretty nice solid original car.